Hey folks, it's the Red Gang back to Let's Play Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. As we last left off in the previous part, we did a bunch of arrow running for the Ammo Baron, and it led to the Techno Baron being blown up and this hole being created. So we jump in and we find the Abandoned Factory, the 5th labyrinth in the game. Right off the bat, we have a chest that we can't really reach because, well, we can't jump high enough. But maybe we can address that later, as well as that locked door there. It's time to go in and void the warranties of every robot we see in here. Once again, this labyrinth is going to be pretty straightforward. We do have little surprises like that, so we need to keep an eye on the waterfalls as we come by them. Always check to make sure where that monster is going to pop out before you try and jump forward. Generally the hat makes it easier to land on platforms, but for some reason I completely missed it anyway. So, yay. Oh well, no harm done. Not much, anyway. I know there are waterfalls in this room, but no monster ever appears in the same room as a save guy. He always hangs out in the safest places, after all. And these enemies should look familiar. We saw them back in Saliva Island. They still are pretty weak and only take one hit from any of your attacks to be destroyed. And yeah, we still don't have a key, so we can't go through that way. So, big drop time! Oh, hello, Heart Squid. Yeah, we're not going to be able to collect that thing just yet. But he's not going anywhere. Now we have platforms that are just going to disappear once they reach a certain point, so we gotta be quick during this part. Watch out! Yeah, you want to duck under these platforms so that you don't accidentally get chomped by one of those things. And use low jumps to get across the platforms themselves, to assure that you actually make forward momentum as you jump across. Anyway, make it all the way across and you'll get your key. But now we have to make the trip back. Second verse in reverse. Low bridge. Don't go too far forward here. Just wait for him to pass and then just hat the rest of the way across. And we'll stick our key right in here, and let's move forward. Now this room can be a little tricky. These robots have sparks that travel along the floor, and you need to pay attention to where they're going. You might want to activate a bubble shield as well, because when these robots explode, they explode into a bunch of projectiles, as you will see here. And yeah, those projectiles will hurt you, so you want to watch out for them. The bubble shield also protects you from the sparks. Indeed, it's the best item to have here. Now we have another new type of enemy. Hit this thing a few times and it will explode into several parts. And those explosion pieces will hurt you quite a bit, so you need to watch out for them. Oops, that one had a few more shots than I was expecting, so yeah. 5 damage that will do to you, so you're going to want to look out for that. Okay, one more to get past. Whoop. Oh, jumped off a cliff trying to avoid that. Oh well. Jumping off the cliff did less damage than if I had gotten hit by the explosion, and now it should be gone now, so we can walk by with no problem. And there, I just undid the damage. It's like nothing ever happened. And these are some weird types of enemies. If you stand on them while they're moving around like this, they'll grab you and, like, cause extra damage to you. So you're gonna want to look. For a short time, they are invulnerable, so just jump around until you can hit them again. Kind of weird enemies, but yeah, they're a thing. Time to grab another chain. This one has a pretty simple pattern, just like in the Propeller Town. I'm going to try and be less dumb this time. Right, so just hang high for the first 2 and then drop way low for the next 3. Low enough that you can get under this one. Then come up a little bit. And there we go. The kissing robots are back. Jump out of their way to avoid getting a smooch. Draw them out by standing close to them. And then jump out of the way so that you don't get hit by them. Sorry, bots, but I need to force quit you. You have performed an illegal operation and must be shut down. Now we have some escalators that are going to drop some ice blocks that we'll need to jump off of in order to get to the higher platforms. And here's an interesting idea, using the escalator to get to high speed. Oh, I just got crushed. Again. Okay, let's, new plan. Stop being dumb. Okay, we're going to wait for this ice cube to pass by, and now we're going to try and charge across. Oops, was a little too slow getting out. Go! Okay. That's a tight squeeze, but we made it. These enemies are pretty easy to beat, and they have nice item drops as well. One of them dropped me a bento box. Didn't mean to charge there, but okay. Also, don't miss this chest down here. We're going to need this key later. Moving right along. There's a chest inside of a pit that we can't jump out of, so you can bet that this is the item that's going to help us do that. A cannon? I can't jump with a cannon! If anything, this will prevent me from jumping. Oh, well, we'll take it. While in the air, press the B button to jump again. Yeah, that's basically how this cannon works, is that you jump and then you press B and you shoot downward to thrust yourself upward. So basically, we have a double jump ability. But it's much more than a double jump, it's also a triple, quadruple jump. Yes, you can jump 3 times in the air using this cannon, but after the 3rd jump, you have to come back to the ground before you can jump again. Still, this is a very useful item, and you can definitely get spoiled on this in platforming. So don't get too used to it. After all, we are pretty close to the end of the game. Also come over here to get the dungeon map. And as you can see from the map below, yeah, this isn't a very big dungeon. In fact, we've already seen almost all of it already. So, let's make our way up. Navigating around these spikes, you get out of here. And we're going to draw out this kissing bot so that we can get back up there. And we'll use our key here. And now we can get to this chest up here, which contains another key. Okay. Use a key to get to a key. What a concept. Now we just need to get across all this again. This is made much easier with our cannon. Between the cannon and your hat, you can get big air using these combinations of items. Now we're going to head on up. We have ourselves a heart squid here, and we can get to that by blasting a hole in the floor here. And then pounding our way in. And then we also have a chest here containing another key. And we'll take this chest on the way down. And let's move on. Now, the way to the end of the labyrinth is through this door here, but before we do that, we still need to get this heart squid. And to get to this, we need the cannon, and we need to go all the way back around the way we came. So, we're going to speed up through this, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, now we just need to blast our way up this hole here, and that takes us directly to the Heart Squid. And thanks to our cannon, we can very easily get back up as well. Yeah, like I said, very short labyrinth, not particularly difficult to navigate, especially after you get the cannon. And we'll go ahead and use our key here, but we're going to need to use the escalator to get through these blocks here. I like the concept of running on an escalator in order to build up speed like that. Whoa, that was close. But now we're going to need to go up here after that passes by. Whoops, didn't mean to use my hat so late there. But I do need to use it to get over there. Come on. There we go. Now let's see what we've got in here. Oh, what a shock. Another key. This place has plenty of keys, let me tell you. I think that's like the 5th one we found already. And such a small dungeon, too. And down here we have a warp squid that's pretty easy to get to. And that's the 3rd one for this labyrinth. And here's our locked door. And just beyond that is the boss door. So yeah, short labyrinth is short. I'm finding that the labyrinths are getting easier as we go later into the game. I think the Cackle Tower was the hardest one of all. Anyway, boss time now. Steel Magnet. Patent pending. Right, so your battle plan here is to hit the buttons in the right order. I recommend a bubble shield for this fight. Bubble shield really gets a chance to shine during this fight, during this whole labyrinth, really. Anyway, what you want to do is hit each button in the correct order. It's random every time you play the game, so there's no telling what it's going to be. Right now it looks like it's going to be middle, front, back. Oh, nope, it's going to be middle, back, front. Oh, and we actually have ice physics this time. Don't know why they saved them for this fight, but yeah, there it is. Anyway, with all of them activated, start hitting the back dot as much as you can, and then it will charge off again. And then the pattern changes. But again, as long as you have your bubble shield activated, the bullets that it shoots at you can't really hurt you. And he's easy enough to jump over, so that's not really an issue either. Okay, back. Gonna have to hit the... Try and hit the back this time. Need to get a little better height. Alright, and the front again. And then, of course, it will get faster again. Still not the front. Go ahead and get another bubble activated. Okay, back. Let's try the middle. Nope. Okay, so it's back, front, middle. Hey, give me a chance to jump, buddy. There we go. This should finish it, and yes, it will. So yeah, pretty easy labyrinth overall. I think the hardest part was dodging those sparks of those enemies and the other enemies that explode when you kill them. Those are probably the hardest part of this whole labyrinth. Everything else, including the boss, is pretty easy. Anyway.
Tinkerbats.
Again.
Hey!
Hey, get back here. Please? All the other ones run away. Oh, fine. Another map. So, we'll go ahead and take it. And we got the Lonely Grave map.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we know the drill at this point. That should be the last den of evil. But then, why is there another ocean map? Guess I shouldn't waste time thinking about it. Indeed, let's head on back and see Risky about this. And thanks to our cannon, getting across here should be no problem at all. Whoosh! And here we are, back at the ship. You made it back in one piece! And with the cannon, just as I suspected. Yeah, we make a pretty good team. Maybe. Maybe what? I don't know. I just thought maybe you'd change your mind and join the good guys for a change. Me join you? Ha! You'd better focus on the task at hand. These 5 islands were the sources of the Pirate Master's evil power. With his creatures and servants neutralized, we've got him on the ropes. It's time to deal the final blow. The genie sealed his bones in a tomb. The location is known to no one. If we could somehow find it... Well, I did find this map. Let me see that! Incredible! This is really it! The secret location to the Pirate Master's grave! Come on, we're going to have a look. And so we give her the grave. And the final island on the map is revealed. It's the Lonely Grave. But if you'll take notice, take a look at this map. You see all the items that you can collect on this map, but then when you look at Lonely Grave, there's nothing here. That's because Lonely Grave is pretty much just a glorified cutscene. A cutscene that we will be checking out in the next video. For now, gonna take care of a few errands in Scuttletown, and then we're gonna call it there. First things first, we're making some more hearts. We've got 4 squids, so it's time to move on up to 9 hearts in the most terrible way possible. Whoa, hey, watch out! But you nearly hit me. You nearly crushed me into a freaking heart container there. You are a dangerous lady. Right then. I also have 299 gems, so I may as well spend them on something. Let's see. I could probably, yeah, I could get a couple of 3-packs of auto potions. These things are invaluable, you know. Other than that, though, I think the only thing left to really look at is whatever the mayor is offering for us for gems. Oh, and you can charge into this wall back here, and it leads to... absolutely nothing! Just thought you should know. Alright, Mayor, what do you got? The sun is so hot! Can't keep my eyes open! I could drink 2 super monster milks back to back, no problem. Have any for me? Well, I happen to have exactly 2, and although I would really like to use them later on, I guess you can have them. I'm such a nice guy. Alright, that should wrap things up for this video for now. And in the next part, we're off to visit the Lonely Grave and advance our way towards the end game. Have we really reached the end of the game? We'll find out next time.